nice.
How beautiful is Brussels?
I know.
Amazing.
I
It's
know.
very nice down here.
Have you been before?
When you guys get drunk, though, y'all don't play no games with the beers, though. But it's a really good city, very vibrant. I've met some really good people. You know, I went out yesterday night.
Nice.
Yeah, I had a good old time, met some locals. It was cool. It was cool.
You look, if I'd gone out last night, I'd be like this now. Oh, fuck. Because,
Oh, it's been fun. It's been fun. I mean, each sign-in is a different person who's here for a different reason, and is quite stimulating, you know. I don't really get to meet fans from this side of the world because for some reason the studios seem to forget that Star Wars fans are everywhere. So to be able to come out of my own kind of action and then meet people that even know my name. I'm still just a kid from Peckham, man. I'm a local boy, so someone with a different accent and a different language even saying my name is crazy to me. So it's been good to meet everybody. It's been fantastic.
amazing, man. Do you still live in Peckham? Are you in London?
I don't. I got a bit of money and I moved.
Lewisham.
Yeah, you know. So I moved and my parents moved from there since then.
Oh, nice.
But now I'm mostly in the States because of work.
I did wonder if you're just going to be,
Yeah, and I have a lovely lady that lives in the States. So
that'll do it.
I have to be close to her.
Oh,
but it's been good. It's been able to travel, and I haven't been back in Europe in a long time too, so it's nice. It's real nice.
Have you been to Brussels before?
I came here once before, but I wouldn't say I've been because it was airport, hotel, interviews, airport. And I saw everybody having fun, and I was just in the car like, I want to come. So this is the second time, but hopefully now I know that all these fans are here, I'm going to be coming back. I'm going to make sure, I'll come back.
That's what we like to hear, yeah.
For sure.
Can you guys see at the back, just with someone on the shoulders? Are you guys all right?
I mean,
just the stage this year is very low.
Yeah.
It's normally higher, and they took us down a level for some reason.
I know. We're all good. At least we can see everybody. We can see everyone.
So, like you were saying about, you still feel like a local boy and stuff like that. Do you ever take that moment where you look around and you go, oh my God, my career is just, like, do you have those moments of like, wow? Because like...
Yeah, man, yeah, absolutely. I think being an actor in the first place is crazy to me. And you would know at the beginning of your career when you tell people that you want to be an actor, the first reaction is like, yeah, right. You know what I mean? Yeah. So to be at a stage where it worked out, you have people who love what you do. Honestly, I remain grateful because, you know, this doesn't happen to everybody. And then to have people that don't know me, you guys, who don't know me from anywhere, they don't even know if I'm a good person, and they still come up, show out, give you support. It makes me ever so thankful, for sure.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, I think you've always had such a presence on screen. Like, one of my favorite films is Attack the Block.
Oh, thank you.
Fucking love Attack the Block.
Thank you.
And like, but I feel like since seeing that, your career's just obviously gone up and up and up. I remember watching that and going, oh my God, this guy is brilliant in this role.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So yeah, it's amazing to see, and it's lovely to hear as well. Yeah.
Good. It's been good.
What was the first moment where you got the acting bug, where you were like, this is what I want to do? Was there anything in particular, or?
I thought I was going to be at least a decent enough footballer. You know, maybe I'd play midfield for a little bit, you know, maybe one day play for Chelsea. And then I tried to play football, and it didn't work out quite well. And so I couldn't fit in with the sports kids. I didn't fit in with the jocks. I couldn't fit in with the super ultra cool rich kids with the good sneakers. Yeah. And then I found a group of weirdo performers, and I fit right in.
We've all been there.
Yeah, I fit right in. And then I was just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm an actor. And then I got involved in the school play. Now, before the school play, none of the girls were talking to me in school. But after the school play, they started talking to me after that. And so I was like, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. I was just a young kid, and so it was more of a fitting in socially. Yeah. And then I learned that it was a career. I didn't know how it works. You know, I learned that these people playing the roles are real people, and they just wear a costume, they change their accent, and then they perform. And once I learned that, I knew what I wanted to do.
Amazing. But I think you've touched on something really important. It's finding the right people, because if you've got people who support you and encourage you, you'll go far. Like, whereas people get with the wrong people who are like, why are you doing that? What are you doing?
Yeah, but you also need to find an endless source of motivation for yourself that you just have, because I'm sure everybody in this room has experienced even family members failing you sometimes. And that then you realize that, in some scenarios, you only do have yourself. And so you must have an endless amount of motivation to get done what you need to for your own life. Yeah. And life is the best teacher when it comes to that, and that's a lesson that I definitely learned.
That's been a real theme of this weekend, actually. Like, most of our guests have come out and said that it's about believing in yourself.
It is.
Then people can believe in you. But if people don't believe it, you've still got to be that fan of yourself first.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at any of the Star Wars stories, that's what it's about. You have to. It's you versus your life, and your decisions are gonna either make or break. So dark side or the light side, guys. Your choice.
That should be the next Star Wars slogan. Yeah. Interactive Star Wars.
Yeah. Dark side, light side.
Hi, George. We've got it, man.
I like that. I like that.
Did you realize, when you got that call for Star Wars, did you realize, because Star Wars will follow you now for the rest of your life, because it's not just a fandom, it's the fandom, and you're such a big part of that now. Do you still sort of, has that sort of settled in your mind that?
It never will, man. It never will. I've let that go, trying to accept it. It's strange. It's strange to me. When I go back home, I don't see any of this. I take out the trash like everybody else. I say hello to my mailman. It's the same. So to be in an environment where you're part of something that is so huge. I mean, growing up, I played Star Wars Battlefront 1. And I had no idea at 13, 14, I was going to be in Battlefront 2.
I played you in Battlefront 2.
Yeah. I played myself.
It's mad.
I said, whoa, I got to see this. Yeah. And my blaster is powerful.
It took me so long
I was taking out guys online as me.
It took me so long to get enough kills to play as you as well.
Oh, I know. I thought that they were going to give me my own character already powered up. And Disney didn't, so I had to actually work to get my own character.
It's hard, man.
Yeah,
we won't talk about it.
I'm just a kid in a candy store. I do what any of us would do. If anybody was casting a Star Wars movie, we would go and just see, go and see myself in that stuff, and it's exciting.
That would genuinely, I couldn't even imagine how excited I'd be.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You were saying you're playing yourself online. Does this mean people out there playing online may have been playing the actual...
I always like to troll. I always like to troll online because it's great. I mean, my profile is super private, but if you play Battlefront enough, you might just hear someone on there that sounds exactly like Finn.
Imagine that. Oh my God, this guy does a really good...
I've had that before. People be like, oh, there's no way. You do a very good voice, bro. And I'll be like, thank you. Bam, 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 bam. So it's been a good experience being a part of it and also being a fan of it. It's a strange experience.
That is amazing. That is... Yeah, you'll get a lot of that as well, I imagine.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. She saw you in the school play. That's what she was doing. So obviously you just said you love Star Wars. Do you have any other fandoms you love? I saw you with a Dragon Ball Z t-shirt yesterday.
Oh yeah, everyone saw that, didn't it? Yeah, I love Dragon Ball Z. I love anime. I love Naruto Shippuden. I love Sakamoto, Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia. I love all of that.
Oh yeah, man.
I like stories about chasing your dream.
Yeah.
Naruto was just getting bullied the whole entire time. And then he decided that, I'm gonna become the Hokage of Hidden Leaf Village. And I love stuff like that because I think that's my story.
I love about that as well. Some people will say, yeah, this was my thing, and then they'll sort of say, you didn't just say, oh, I love Naruto. You went, I love Naruto, and here's the proof.
Yeah. I've always related to his character, Everybody's saying, you're this, you're that, your life is going to go out their way. Look at me now,
Oh, man.
I can prove it. So I've always loved anime and their writing style and how they go about stories. It's very, very interesting.
We're in a golden age of new anime is getting incredible as well.
Yeah, we are in a golden age.
I think you're younger than me, but when I grew up, you really had to find anime. It was really hard to get.
Yeah.
But now it's just,
Hey, crunchyroll.com, man. You got to get that. You get everything in there, Watch it from morning till night.
Yeah. This is John home. Yeah, can you move my schedule, actually? I've got a season.
Yeah. I'm a gamer too.
What are you playing at the moment?
Playing the Star Wars season on Fortnite.
Yeah.
So that's my obsession right now.
Fortnite's my go-to. Like, I've got 10 minutes.
That's my go-to. I've got 25 minutes for Fortnite. Yeah, so that's my go-to. I play Call of Duty 2, GTA 5 I've been playing. You know, we're waiting for GTA 6. You know,
did you see the trailer?
I did, and you're not going to hear from me for a year. I'm not coming out my bedroom, man. I'm going to do that for the longest time. So I'm really into game. God of War, Jesus.
Yeah, man.
That's my,
They're supposed to be doing an Egypt
show.
Oh, yeah, TV show's coming. There's rumors of a God of War Egypt.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to call my agent about that.
Yeah. You would do a great God voice.
Yeah, a God from Thebes or something.
Yeah, man. All right, this is all happening. This is now just, we're just getting John rolls.
Done deal.
Yeah. I think I can make it happen.
Yeah, right.
Does anyone know, yeah. Oh, man, this is great. I love that you love gaming. That's great.
I love gaming. I'm just interested in a lot of things.
Yeah. We are going to let you guys ask some questions. So straight away. Yes. Just because we're aware. Yeah, I thought there'd be quite a few. We'll try and get around as many as we can.
As much as possible.
Hi, John. So thank you so much for coming here to Brussels. And I had a question about Star Wars, because in Star Wars you have a lot of intense action sequences. And so my question was, what was the most intense for you on set?
I would say being in Abu Dhabi in the desert with a big Millennium Falcon that was far away and having to run to it while these explosions are going off. So not only is it the heat of the desert and I'm in the leather jacket and the underdrawers, it's the explosions going off at the same time. So if you actually watch that scene, me and Daisy are really running for our lives. Like, what the hell is going on? And by the time we would run from the first position to the Millennium Falcon, JJ would be like, we would be like to JJ, would like, this is like really extreme stunts, it's really intense. And JJ would be like, you're not in Star Trek, you're in Star Wars. Okay? I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, Emma, oh shit.
Oh, okay.
Shots fired.
Shots fired, okay. So he goes, in Star Wars, we don't talk about it. You're doing a lot of running, fighting, and doing what you need to do. So, okay, bet. So that was the most kind of intense, because I'd never done anything that big. And these explosions were like, one went off and it was like tall. I was like, Jesus, it's like real StarArs. But it was exciting to be a part of something like that. I love doing stunts.
It must have been so tempting to just look back and be like, wow!
I did a couple times, yeah. There were some big ones I was just like, what in the entire hell is this? Like, you know, it's crazy. So I grew up as a kid looking at Darth Maul and I imagined myself fighting him. And now I'm seeing Kylo Ren in front of my face. And then I look down, I have an actual real lightsaber. So I was just like, oh, you know, there's something exciting about that.
Yeah.
So many people come from Star Wars and they said, did you do the same? Did you make the sound effects because you played it all your life?
Absolutely, I did.
Yeah, it seems to be the thing, doesn't it?
Absolutely, I did. JJ's like, John, just stop. We're going to add the sound. But it was cool because the lightsabers are actually there.
Oh, really?
They're heavy, yeah. They clash. It's actually there, and you feel the weight of them. So to have that, I was just like, this is a fan's dream, you know, like to actually be here, to see the droids moving through set and seeing all the great animal works and puppeteering. It's really, really cool.
Man, you're living my dream. It's incredible. Yeah,
it's cool, man.
We have a Sith question coming up.
Hi, John.
Hello.
How is it to play with the original actor Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher?
Yeah, Mark Hamill is a blessing. There were times, especially, we hadn't seen Luke for a while shooting, and I think one time he came in for a costume test, and myself and Daisy were walking out of training, and as we were walking out, we just heard a very familiar voice, and me and Daisy looked through the door, and it was just Luke Skywalker standing there in like the full gear, and me and Daisy were just there like this. And he turned, you know, he's nice, he's interactive, and very, very friendly. Carrie Fisher, God rest her soul, extremely honest, you know, doesn't care, you know, she has that kind of cool diamond in the rough kind of personality, which I really loved and appreciate. And Harrison Ford, I mean, that's the coolest guy on the block. You know Harrison, kid, he's the coolest guy in the galaxy. You know how he is. So that was a great opportunity, just meeting him, talking with him, and you just start to realize that all these people that you saw growing up, they're still normal people. They're cool, they're chilled, and you can talk about everything with them, and it was a really, really great experience.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. We'll get the mic coming this way, and then we'll get it over this side.
For sure.
And then we'll go that side first, and we'll come this way. Man? We'll get to you all. No.
So we learned in episode 9 that Finn is force sensitive, but we didn't have time to. There wasn't enough time to establish on that. Do you ever think that there's going to be a Finn film?
I would love if that was the case, but we don't know. I'm not the one that makes the decision. If I was the decision maker, you guys would have got an Old Republic film, you would have got a Battlefront 2 live action, you would have got the Rebels live action, you would have got all types of ish. So I hope there is a time where the actors can be more creatively involved, and if I had it my way, it would be me and Mace Windu and Billy D, and, you know what I mean? A little gang back together or something. But who knows? Right now we're waiting to see what happens with Daisy Ridley's movie.
I would absolutely watch your Star Wars Battle Royale film. Just get everyone in there, 100 characters.
Yeah.
Keep going. Right, who's got questions this way? Get the mic here. Thank you.
Hello. Hiya.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, you're from Japan?
That's all right. I think... keep talking into
Just
it.
keep talking,
Here? Okay. Hi, I'm Nakshi from Japan, so I love to hear you're an anime fan. My question is, did you bring back something from the set, Star Wars set?
Everything.
Or you still?
Everything. Everything. I have the costumes from all 3 movies.
Like an official?
I have my Stormtrooper suit, the clean one, and the one with the blood on it. I have my blaster, my rifle. I have a boot. I have a crystal from Crate.
What?
Sorry guys, I ripped off one of the engines off of the speeder, put it in my pocket, and I took that home. I did.
You can take the boy out of Peckham.
Yeah, you can't. I took that home because this is Star Wars. So when I was, in The Last Jedi, it was the red planet, and so when no one was looking, I just went on the floor, put that in my pocket real quick.
Like Gladiator.
Yeah, like Gladiator. I took for no honorable reason. I took that home. So I have a lot of stuff. Yeah. And I used to go to. So I'm like you guys. I went to cons, growing up. So I took my action figures to everybody's trailer and said, sign. And I did that for about 5 months, 3 days a week. I wasn't playing no games. So I have a den of just stuff.
Not just a den, a pension.
No, it's crazy in there. I mean, I'm a genuine fan, and so I would ask Harrison, Harrison, would you sign this? And he'd be like, ugh, you're in the movie. I said, I know, but I still want you to sign it.
Queuing up all morning.
Yeah, man, come on, man. I'm a big fan.
This is great. So this is what people love. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Do we have any more questions down this side?
At the back?
Oh, yeah. Yep. And then we'll get you there, and then we're coming your way.
So, did you have many stunt doubles? And how was the lightsaber fights as well?
Yeah, so I had one stunt double called Adam Bernard, shouts out to him, and he had never done stunts before, and so had to train up to doing it. And so everything we learned, the lightsaber fights, movement, the cardio, the running, we did it together. We all trained. So my stunt double and also Daisy's stunt double. But of course, JJ said, I don't have time to be removing your face and replacing that. So you guys are going to have to do as much as possible. If you ever get to a point where you get tired, we do have a reserve. But our stunt doubles were on holiday on Force Awakens. They were on holiday for real. So we hardly ever used them. JJ was just like, you guys are in your 20s. Come on, man, you can do it. So we did, and it's been incredible. I've learned how to sword fight. I've learned how to do, slight acrobatics, movement, horse riding. So I feel like a little bit of an action star after the Star Wars school.
Yeah.
Exciting when you're like, oh my God, I'm doing this.
When they call action, and you're riding on a real horse that is dressed as an alien horse, and then you see the pew, 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 Oh boy, you gonna feel like you in Star Wars for real. Oh yeah, the explosions go off, stormtroopers just start coming out of nowhere. Like as a fan, you're gonna be like, well, the first reaction I have is but then the second one is, okay, I'm a hero in Star Wars. I got to get into my zone. And it's just like being a kid, you know when you imagine as a kid and you're jumping through the scenarios and there's fake lava and you're jumping from sofa to sofa. It's like that, but with a whole lot of money where they just spent on it being real. And that is enjoyable, man. It's like a Star Wars Disneyland experience every day.
Oh my God, your enthusiasm is so good as well. Like
fun,
it's
man. It's
so
fun.
good. Can we get the microphone over this way, please? I think we're coming over there. Just so yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
I wanted to ask you, like, if you have some other franchise in mind, or maybe TV series that you would like to play, like that one character that you love.
Attack the Block 2. That's what's happening.
Yes.
Good answer.
Attack the Block 2 is happening. I mean, for a long time, I told Joe Cornish that I felt like Moses' story hadn't ended. And I think in Attack the Block 1, if you watch the movie, the kids were so sad that it wasn't the whole city. They thought that it was going to be bigger, and it wasn't. What happens when we make it exactly as big as that? You know, so that imagination has led me and Joe to work with each other. And then soon you're going to, see a trailer or see something, you know what I mean? So soon come.
I want E.T. too, but he lands in the Attack the Block.
Hey, only in London, when an alien lands, you kill it.
Yeah, because we're sensible.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You just kill it. You don't befriend it and put a cloak over it and ride it around in the we don't do none of that.
We kill it, but only because it doesn't stand on the right side of the escalator on the tube.
Yeah, that's just how it goes.
Yeah, so we're like, get over.
It's cool to experience an alien film, but that's more not in a galaxy far, far away. In the streets of London, man. That's cool to me.
Yeah, that's good. We had questions over here. Yep.
Hi, John.
How you doing?
First, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for this photo. I think it's one of the coolest photos I ever took in my life.
Thank you again.
Man. And my question is this, what is your favorite Star Wars movie and why?
I would say Return of the Jedi is my fave. I just like that it deals with the war of it all. And it's people from different communities, different species, having to step up to the Empire, having to step up to the plate. I think that's when we get kind of the global assemble of really interesting Star Wars characters that we haven't let go, the Ewoks and we get that kind of sense of camaraderie. For me, it kind of felt like the Avengers Endgame of the earlier Star Wars trilogy. So I've always liked, that film. In terms of the sequels, it would be The Force Awakens. That one is just, man, it's written in stone. It's, to me, just the best experience and the best one to watch. Yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect answer. The guy next to you has got a question.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I would like to know what is your inspiration to play your character in Star Wars?
I would say a bit of, the look, the hair, Eddie Murphy. I always wanted my hair just to look like, in Coming to America, what you put in your hair? Just juices and berries? I just always wanted to look like Eddie Murphy in the old school kind of Beverly Hills Cops films and stuff like that. The character itself, that was cultivated between me and JJ while I was auditioning. Remember, when I was auditioning, we didn't know what the role was in particular because they wouldn't tell us. I mean, the role was called Boy 1 and Girl 1. That's what the role was called. So obviously I had to work with JJ over the audition period to kind of create Finn. And Finn was us, Finn was the audience. Everybody in Star Wars acts as if it's normal to be in Star Wars, apart from Finn. Finn is just there like, what the hell is going on? And I loved that element of the character, and that's what I leaned into. Yeah.
What is your favorite movie in general?
In general? I don't have an all-time favorite, but I've mentioned Coming to America. I like animation too, so The Lion King is my favorite Disney animation.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I have so many. The Goonies I love. Assault on Precinct 13, The Warriors. There's so many films that I adore.
You are a 90 kid, I think?
Yeah, I was born 92. I'm 33.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Where was the next question? And then we're coming forward. So over there, and then one forward.
Hi again.
Yeah.
So I would like to know, you have like project, you already played in The Woman King. Do you like to play another role about like African heritage? Because I know that we knew that you were like from Nigeria and you're Yoruba. So I would like to know if you like interested in a role from the Yoruba history or anything. So yeah.
Absolutely. As a Yoruba man, we have so much mythology. We have so much gods. Like, first of all, Thor hasn't got anything on our Thor in Africa. Our Thor in Africa breathes fire, controls lightning, and he has 2 hammers, not one. So if anybody had a comic book or a graphic novel based on that, oh, absolutely, I would love to get involved in something like that.
Do you know like other like African comic books or African graphic novels? Because I know that here in Europe you have like and you because you follow them too when you.
I absolutely do, because I'm a producer as well. I'm always looking for new ideas, and sometimes new ideas comes in all shapes and sizes, graphic novels, articles. So I will source them, and if the role looks like something that is close to my heritage, I'm enthusiastic about doing it for sure.
Even in video games, because we have like Tales of Zao, I think, like indie games. So
indie games. I'm developing an indie game. Ooh. I'm developing a graphic novel with Boom Studios. I'm into all of that stuff.
Please call us here in Belgium and in France, please. I will be really interested in that.
Thank you.
Let me just say, the God of War franchise can travel again.
It can go anywhere, man. It can go anywhere.
I'm relying on you to make every God of War from now on.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you again. Have a nice day.
Amazing. Can we get the forward? How long we got back?
We've probably got time for one more.
Last question, then
No pressure.
Let's do 2 more just for
okay.
Good favor.
Who's got a question for Jonathan? Who wants the last question?
Yeah, I need someone with the last question. Yeah.
All right, there was 2, so we'll do you and we're out. So 3 questions.
Okay, let's go.
My question is, is there a scene or a storyline or something for Finn that we didn't get to see that you would have liked exploring as an actor for him?
A storyline? Yeah, I would say what a lot of you had said. A lot of you, when you came in to sign, you would get your papers, you stop, and you go, I wish they did more with Finn. You know, everybody's been saying that. I wish they completed his character more. And I agree. You know, I've been very public about speaking about this. I do think that I would love to see Finn more established in what his role would be. It doesn't necessarily have to be Jedi, but a character arc that feels, completed. But now I'm learning, like, it has to be Jedi, because the fans are like, no, we want you to be a Jedi. I'm like, okay, fine. But give me a blaster too, because
I don't want to be a Jedi, Dad.
Yeah, exactly. Give me both of them. So yeah, I would love to see Finn more established. Maybe go off on an adventure with Janna and Lando Calrissian. That would be a cool scenario. And everybody knows that I was the best lightsaber fighter on set. I actually even disarmed Adam Driver. Tell JJ to send you the tapes. It's there. So I would love to show my skills more, like what I learned over the 3 films. So fingers crossed, maybe no.
We all want it. There's a question in the back, then we're going to have our last one up this way.
So, John.
What's up, man?
Like I said in the beginning, we don't play around with the beers. Did you find a favorite beer yet?
Nah, man, I just sip what they give me, man. When in Brussels, bro. When in Brussels. I don't know. I'm not really a big beer drinker anyway. But I thought, while I'm here, I need to know, you know what I mean? I need to get involved. I'm quite enthusiastic traveler, so. But it's been good and nice, man. It's been a cool experience. Yeah.
Thank you.
The chocolate, though, man.
They know what they're doing. They gave me a beer here once, and I swear to God, it was about that big. And about 20 minutes later, I was like, what the fuck?
What the actual hell?
You can see the future.
These are a strong people. I'm going to tell you that from now.
We had Katie Leung when she came here the first time, and we were chatting to her yesterday. She went on a beer tour, met a German tourist on the beer tour. 4 years later, they're a couple, they have a kid.
Of course they do. That's crazy.
The beer. That's the beer.
That makes sense. The beer.
That's the beer.
Yeah. You are our last question of Comic-Con. Here we go.
Hey, man. So first off,
talking about Battlefront 2, that the skill you got of...
just hold that a bit.
Of Dead Eye, that's a good skill. But about The Force Awakens, when you were still a stormtrooper, could you still move easily when you were in the costume?
Yeah, I was kind of enthusiastic about wearing my stormtrooper suit, and it was kind of hard to get it off me because I feel like
you tried to steal it.
I mean, eventually I did steal it, but I mean, you know,
walking out with a massive suit.
Yeah.
Nothing here.
I remember the first time. I think after I got cast as Finn, about 3-4 days later, they said, "You have a costume fitting," and I said, "For what?" And they said, "For your stormtrooper suit." And I said, "Are you serious?" They were like, "Yep." I turned up 2 hours early before my costume fitting and was just excited waiting there. Then I saw like 12 people with different pieces of it. It took maybe like 7-8 people to just get it. Every piece is quite, I mean, a lot of the cosplayers, you know how it is, putting those suits on. But I loved it. I loved it. And I loved having a mirror there at all times to just see how I look in it, because it's just incredible.
So cool.
So I had a great time being part of Star Wars, but also, you know, being in the costume, having the real lightsaber, you know. So I used to try and get Mark Hamill's glove, Luke Skywalker's glove, and I think I got it and I held it for too long, and Mark was just like, "Give me my hand." So, you know, I'm just a kid in the candy store, bro, having fun. That's all.
I love how half your filming was just thieving things.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great.
Yeah.
Have you played Battlefront in your stormtrooper outfit?
No, but that's a good idea. Yeah. But what I did do, I played online Battlefront. I played Bosk, because that's my most powered character, and Oscar Isaac played as Leia, and we do tag team.
What?
And we were taking guys out online. Me and Oscar we're the two gamers on set.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
I really hate to say this, John. We have to let you go.
I know. I gotta go.
I think this has been every Star Wars fan's, your enthusiasm is what everyone wants. This is just amazing.
And thank you, Brussels. I'm gonna be back. I will be back for sure. For sure.
We'd like to get a photo with the audience if you're up for that. You guys know what to do. Ready, everyone, give us a cheer! John Boyega! And if you want to see the final wrestling match, it'll be beginning in a second. They are fucking incredible, so do watch them. Comic-Con Brussels, you've been amazing. We'll see you in October.
Yeah, we love you. See you in late October.